I don't know why I'm typing, to be honest, because we've finished the excellence of the menu. Good welcome, hello everybody. Welcome to the main event. Welcome to Sons of Liberty. This is the Substance version on PC from the, I think it was 2003 Substance release on PC. Haven't played this since 2008 as well. I'm crazily excited. I've had to spend a good amount of time getting this working because unfortunately the PS2 version via emulation on this rig just couldn't hold a consistent frame rate, so I've had to try and dig up this old PC version, get it patched up to date so it uses things like modern controllers and things like that. So fingers crossed, and it's one of these streams, so it's probably all going to go wrong, but it should be okay. Let's just get to it. There is a mod you should get, may I post a link? You can absolutely post a link to it. PC version. It is, yeah. It's the I think it's the VFix. I think it's called. This is. I'll just have a quick look to see what that is. One moment. What's this? Oh dear. What is this? Yeah. Maybe when we do the more humorous and kind of non-canon MGS streams, in many years we can we can revisit that one. That was Raiden with his legs out, his sneaking suit. It looked like something from it looked like something from Jessica from Revelations. Interestingly, I keep pressing circle to try and continue because my brain is tied in with the older MGS games when circle was obviously select and X was back out. But on the PC version, it must have been swapped because of PC gaming not adopting Eastern ways. How dare they? I hope everyone is well. God, radar types. Radar and Sons is a little bit easier. It's not a period. Yeah, we'll leave everything as default. Here we go. PC version is tainted.
The Hudson River, 2 years ago. We had classified intelligence that a new type of metal gear was scheduled for transport. The whole thing stank, but our noses had been out in the cold too long.
just on schedule. He'll know soon enough.
This is Snake. Do you read me, Otacon?
Loud and clear, Snake.
Kept you waiting, huh? I'm at the sneak point.
Everything going okay?
The stealth camo's busted. Landing impact.
We must have overused it. Sorry, but you're gonna have to deal with it. You're not in the military anymore.
Right. I didn't plan on relying on this gadget anyway.
The private sector's not so bad, is it? Privacy guaranteed?
I'm happy as long as no one gives me any more unwanted gifts.
You mean that thing with Naomi?
And I can't say I miss the chattering nanny.
Mei Ling's not so bad. That reminds me, I have to get in touch with her again about that new Natick flashware.
Diverting toys from the SSCEN again? Look, give her a message from me. Someone will find out, sooner or later. She's better off assuming it sooner and quit while she's safe.
Too true. Okay, Snake, let's get to work. You know how the technical specs of Metal Gear were sold on the black market after Shadow Moses?
All Ocelot's doing.
Exactly. And now every state, group, and .com has its own version of Metal Gear.
Not exactly a classified weapon for today's nuclear powers.
This new one seems to have been designed to wipe the floor with all the other models. The only consistent description is that it's an amphibious, anti-Metal Gear vehicle.
That explains why this one is under Marine Corps jurisdiction.
The mission objective is to make visual confirmation of the new Metal Gear being transported by that tanker and bring back photographic evidence. But I want you first to go up to the top level of the infrastructure, to the bridge. We need to find out where the tanker is headed.
A little reconnaissance, huh?
There's too much we don't know about this new prototype. Capabilities, deployment method. We don't even know how close it is to completion. If we know where the testing arena is, I can start to draw some reasonable conclusions.
All right, I'll head to the bridge ASAP.
Try to avoid confrontations. Our goal is to collect evidence on Metal Gear development and expose it to the world. It would be best if you could get out of there without alerting anyone.
Don't worry, I know the drill. We're not terrorists.
Very good. Don't you forget that you're part of Philanthropy now, an anti-Metal Gear organization and officially recognized by the UN.
Recognized, but still fringe, Otacon.
All right, let's look at your gear. Your weapon is a tranquilizer gun converted from a Beretta M92F.
M9.
It's a little hard to work with because you have to reload after each shot since the slide locks.
Better than scavenging at the mission site. Good suppressor, too.
The chemical stun will take effect in a few seconds and last for hours. You can take down an elephant with that thing. Check out the laser sighting, too. The effects of the anesthetic round will vary depending on what part of the body is hit. We're talking about a difference of tens of seconds between hitting limbs, chest, or head. As for the equipment... Hey, Snake! Cigarettes? What's wrong with you?
It's kind of a lucky charm.
You haven't read the Surgeon General's warning, have you? Here's the digital camera. Works almost the same way as your old one.
They don't look armed.
Hey, Earth to Snake. These are nice, upstanding Marines, not terrorists. Don't get caught. You're in stealth mode here.
Sure, and if it comes to that, a little beauty sleep never hurt anyone. By the way, Otacon, are you sure of this intelligence?
Absolutely. Hacked it out of the Pentagon's classified files myself.
No traces?
Oh, please, I'm too good for that.
But this might be a trap. Remember, there's a price on our heads.
You're just being paranoid.
I hope so. Those men, you wouldn't think they were anything but civilians from here.
With all the ships passing on the river and in the harbor, putting uniformed Marines on the deck would be a bad idea. People can get a clear view of the water from Riverside, too.
The water line is too high. According to the navigational plans, this ship should have discharged its cargo upriver.
It's in there, no doubt about it.
The military trains you to watch for threats from the stern on a boat. That's SOP for counter-terror ops, too. Security should be tighter.
You worry too much.
Where's the target?
Satellite surveillance is a major international pastime these days. I'd say the cargo holds, safely below the deck. Do you see the entrance to the holds?
Looks like there are a few entryways into the crew quarters. The chopper. What? Looks like we're not the only ones after Metal Gear tonight.
Is that a chopper I just heard?
Affirmative. Probably another cavalry. What's their game? Hijack?
They're probably targeting the ship's controls.
Otacon. How many men do you need to take over a tanker of this size?
The ship is run by a computer, so I'd say about 18 people.
AKS-74U. Russians?
You sure?
No Marine barber touched that head of hair. I'm transmitting a photo. Let's get an ID on him ASAP.
I'm on it.
Looks like the tanker's theirs now. KA-60 Kasatka.
Kasatka? Kamov chopper, right? Killer whale.
We need to get a fix on who they are.
Judging by their transport, aren't they some kind of military commandos?
Not necessarily. It could be the KA-62, the civil model.
Look, Snake, all we need is the photographic evidence of Metal Gear. As long as we have those, we can put it online and blow the whole thing wide open. So no pyrotechnics, okay?
All right. I'll do my best.
This isn't like Shadow Moses. Reach me if anything happens. The frequency's 141.12.
How can I check in and save my progress?
I'll do it. There's a frequency set aside for it. 140.96. Sorry, but no Mei Ling this time. Call me on the codec when you want to save.
Got it.
I'll be waiting just past the Verrazano Bridge. You need to be off that ship by then.
I'll be in touch.
Let's go. So hopefully I've configured. Yep, the light is out. Good shout. And 15 rounds in the gun. That's an amazing little detail, but given who's directed this, I'm not surprised. I would have to say I think people like Steve Rogers are better Marvel characters, to be honest. Spencer. That's a take and a half. What you've said in the chat tonight. Oh. You pretty much, Steve Rogers wishes he was Madison. Oof. Shout out to Benedict Wong as well, who's actually selling his comedic material pretty well. No, PlayStation DualShock 3. Is it the DualShock 3 or is it the 6-axis? No, it's not even. It's not even a DualShock 3. It's an old 6-axis. Been a wild week. Yeah, there's been a few things go on. Let's see how much of this I can remember anyway. can't remember how you lean forward. I'm sure you could. You used to be able to lean forward, couldn't you? How do you do it? What's the controls? Or is it Metal Gear Solid 3? You do that? Oh, I can't remember. L2 and R2 together. Oh god, it's maybe not configured properly. Whew. No, I can't seem to do it. Let's see what happens if I contact Hal though. I'm pressing R1. Yeah, it doesn't. I've probably not configured the controller properly.
Reminds me of when we first met.
I was the one inside the locker that time. We're equal now, huh?
Not unless I wet my pants.
That's a low blow, Snake.
Ah, there we go.
If you open the locker, you can use the door. If you open the locker.
Did they cut it out of the PC version? This is so wrong. What are you guys doing to me?
If you open the locker.
No. Harbour, avert your eyes. Avert your eyes. I've done this to yourself. The locker door has to be open. Is this just to get me to do it again? And just look at it, right? Okay.
What do you think you're doing, Snake?
Oh, God.
You don't have enough to keep you busy.
No.
Try to remember the mission if you can. What do you think you're doing, Snake? You don't.
That's so fucking wrong. That's so wrong on so many levels. Oh god. Kojima's an absolute mad lad, isn't he? Oh god. I never lived this down. That's an achievement. This was pre-achievement. This was pre-achievements. Oh god. Yeah, I love the controls to this game. So to literally to be able to lean round the corner, aim in first person, and shoot, I had to hold the analog stick to the right, the R1 button to first person aim, the R2 button to lean, and the square button to fire. So it's good. He's an absolute visionary, he was. In the PS2 OG version in the UK, the posters were from the FHM branding. Oh gosh, I've actually got that version. And yes, I was going to do the ice cubes. Of course, I was. How could you not? So first of all, I mean this was unprecedented detail in back in the day. But yes, you shoot the ice cubes and then just stand and watch. They're melting. It's not bad, this, is it? not bad at all. I don't think your M9 can take out surveillance cameras. A little bit of chaff. Cardboard. Oh, I can't remember where everything is. I know you can get a suppressor somewhere, but I'm only literally doing I'm only literally doing the tanker chapter tonight, which shouldn't take too long, because then it's the state of play after 11. I got him in the knees, and he's not falling over. He's going to fall over right in the line of sight of somebody.
What's that? Freeze. No! If you're going to shoot, then shoot me.
He's entirely unfazed. Babylon's Fall is being shut down. Yeah, they've announced that today. That was a ill-fated excursion for Platinum Games, wasn't it? What a colossal waste of time making that a live service game. The game looked like a PS2 game. Yeah, I don't really think I've seen anything to do with it, to be honest.
So it is the Kasatka. Russian choppers.
Snake, did you find out where that ship is headed?
Looking at it. 35 degrees longitude. Latitude around 58.
More than 500 miles off the coast of the Bermudas, out in the middle of the Atlantic. So the prototype is ready for solo testing. It's basically combat worthy. That area is outside the Second Fleet's operational range, too. It must be a standalone Marine Corps project, which means this prototype Metal Gear must be designed for independent deployment, without any naval assistance. Anyway, analysis can wait till later. Snake, you need to go down to the holds and locate the actual metal...
Do I have the document of MGS2? Yes. It was in the UK, and I assume most of Europe. Substance had the document involved as a double pack. The original Sons of Liberty came with a bonus making of DVD. Let me just have a look. Let me just have a look. So these are the two releases that we have. So we've got the Sons of Liberty version, which is the PAL release, which has a sticker just there, which the light won't catch, and it says on it production notes and much more, bonus disc DVD. Yep, this will be the one that Spencer's talking about there, and it's literally just called the making of Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty. And then obviously a couple of years later we got, which is what this version on PC is, this is Metal Gear Solid 2 Substance, and within it is the document of MGS2. So we got pretty well looked after in the in PAL regions by Konami back in the day. And one of the good things about these two games in particular was, despite the fact that the PlayStation 2 was really plagued with a lot of absolutely terrible PAL conversions. If anyone's seen games like The Bouncer and things like that, they're absolutely horrendous PAL conversions. Konami did actually used to optimise the PAL games pretty well. I don't think they were quite as fast, but they were nearly there, and they were full screen. More importantly, they didn't have the PAL borders and things. So the Konami used to look after us back in the day. It was pretty decent. I'll be back in 1 minute. Sorry about that. Let's get on to fighting Olga. And I believe conflict and victory were her parents. Interestingly, this has the censored corpses. Because I seem to think they're more bloody in certain versions.
Control room, communications and engine room are under control. All entry and exit points to the tanker hold secured. Infrared sensors placed and operational.
Good work. Are the explosives in place?
Yes, they are all planted.
Listen, once we have what we came for, the tanker will be scuttled.
And the vehicle's pilot.
He's the only one who underwent the VR training. No one else can do it.
Are you sure you can trust him?
Your part in the mission is complete. You are to leave at once.
No, it's not over yet.
I can see the moon, even in this storm, pale as death. I have a bad feeling about this mission. You swore this to me, that you would leave the unit once the mission was complete. Do not worry, this is a country of liberty.
No, this is where I belong, with the unit. I have nowhere else to go. Father, I want to stay and fight.
There is no choice to make here, Olga. Need I remind you that you are carrying my grandchild? You will be on the helicopter out of here now.
Damn it.
Freeze! Hands over your head, now! Toss your gun overboard, slowly. A woman. Show your face.
You men, you're all the same.
Who are you?
We are nomads, wanderers.
I said don't move.
Americans, so you shoot women too.
I'm a nomad too. What else do you have there? Take the knife and toss it. Not there. Toss it overboard. Hold that position. Now, turn around.
You know what you're doing. It stopped raining. Not too shabby, is it? New York, I mean. And that brings our tour to its conclusion.
Scout knife with a surprise. You a Spetsnaz?
I think you deserve a little credit. No one's ever dodged that shot of mine. But no one gets lucky twice, either.
You know, there's people out there who don't like this game.
I've been with the unit since I was born. I grew up on the battlefield. Conflict and victory were my parents. The unit is my life, my family. We've shared everything, all the bad and all the good. I have no one, nothing except the unit.
Controls are so sensitive.
Nothing else matters to me.
Taking damage. She's... Oh.
Whoever you are, you're not stopping us.
My accuracy is atrocious. Ow, 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 ow. Calm yourself, Olga. I think using the terrible PS3, I've always got on all right with it, but the dead zone aiming and stuff like that was not good there, to be honest. Sensitivity's way up high.
Cipher. Otacon, the ship appears to be under their control. The men have Russian gear, but I haven't been able to find out anything else about their origin.
I know who they are.
You do?
We've ID'd the old man,
Who is he?
Sergei Gerlukovich.
Gerlukovich, one of Ocelot's allies.
Yeah, the GRU colonel. He's the one Ocelot was supposed to meet up with after Shadow Moses.
They're after Metal Gear.
Everything's changed. This is not going to be as simple as we thought.
You could say that. I saw a surveillance remote just now. It looked like the Cipher.
A Marine Cipher T?
No, Army.
First the Marines, then the Russians, now the Army?
You're right. This isn't gonna be simple.
Snake, there's something I have to tell you.
What?
We didn't dig up this info about the new Metal Gear on our own. Not like usual.
How did you find out then?
It was a tip. An anonymous tip.
Anonymous? You've never trusted those. Why would you start now?
I have a younger sister, a stepsister. We have different parents. I only knew her for 2 years.
You've never mentioned her before. So?
The sender of the tip was EE.
EE?
Her name is Emma, but I always call her EE.
Emma? Emmerich?
Yeah, it just caught my eye, you know? I figured it was a coincidence, but I couldn't get it out of my mind. There's really no one out there who knows about her.
When was the last time you saw her?
Over 10 years ago.
You think it's a trap? To lure us out here?
I don't know. After I got the tip, I did break into the Pentagon system to get confirmation.
Okay.
Watch your back, Snake. Maybe I screwed up.
I've got a light-equipped USP. I can take them on now. There's no ammo, but it takes a 9mm, just like the Marines' M9. I'll find those somewhere around here.
Don't raise too much racket with that thing.
I hear you.
Ah, Nicholas, hello. Welcome to your doom. This masterwork of gaming. Snake and Solidus use the exact same model but altered. I mean, that's neat, to be honest, but I mean, I suppose it's obvious when you think about it. I assume this is the suppressor, is it? Oh no, thermal goggles! The thermal goggles look. Fun fact. If you play Sons of Liberty, the original version, it has thermal goggles the same as the original MGS1 with the red and the white, but they changed it in substance to basically be Predator vision. Ooh. Did you shake Olga for the dog tag? No, I didn't. I'm late to the stream. What's with the lack of music? There is no music. It's atmosphere, Nick. It's the atmosphere of the rain. Can I get back to her? I might be able to shoot her. Hang on. In fact, I can get back. Hang on, because I think you can squeeze this way. Look. She's gone. She's fucking gone. Neat little detail there. I didn't know she disappears. When it touched that wire on the C4, I'll go. Yep.
Who's there?
Beep beep. I know what he's going to say. He's going to freak out.
Snake, wait! Don't move! I see it. Some kind of device on both sides of the hall. Infrared sensors?
Right, and they're linked to...
Let me guess. Semtex.
Exactly. Plastic explosives.
So this is what they were talking about.
Looks like it. If you trip the sensors...
I'll be sleeping with the fishes, along with this entire ship.
That sounds about right. There aren't that many infrared beams. Maybe you can get past those without setting off the explosives. If you need to see exactly where the beams are, you can use the usual method. There's a fire extinguisher over there. Break it open and try scattering some of the extinguishing chemicals.
Or... I can go a far quicker way back to the down to the hold, but if I do that we won't get Raven, so I'll try and do it in a way that...
Freeze.
Because you want the Raven cameo. I'm playing along but somewhat differently, probably far better. I dearly love these games, but I won't actually say I'm very good at them. Check the picture if you get chance. Okay, hang on one sec. You put a tranquilizer dart straight through Olga's head. That looks good, that. Actually, that's from the HD collection, is it? Yeah, looks solid, that. 16:9 though, what are they thinking? What are they thinking in 16:9, I tell you? I'm not very good at the Souls games. I have platinums, but you know, you don't want to know the amount of hours that's gone into that. They weren't easy. But more than anything, they just take time. Sekiro just takes time more than like raw skill in many ways. Here we go.
Hey, Snake, you found a handgun.
It's a decent one. USP.
The USP fires real bullets, not the knockout rounds the M9 uses. You know that, right? The USP isn't equipped with a suppressor either. If you fire it when there are enemies nearby, they'll probably hear it. Keep that in mind. Having the USP will make combat easier, but being undetected is still the best way to go, okay?
Will I ever stream a Souls game? The problem... I mean, I could do, but I think one of the biggest problems is the way I tend to play them is very methodical and very... well, not well. So I can't actually promise that it would be at all interesting outside of watching me endlessly struggle all night on a boss. Which, again, I don't know how interesting that would be, really. Raven figure exists in the real world. Does Raven have a figure? I mean, Foxtail revered like the MCU heroes of the world? Absolutely. Yeah, let's go for it. I want my Sniper Wolf action figure. Beep, beep. What's down here then? There's a locker down here. I seem to remember what's in it. Just USP bullets. I've gone the wrong way, haven't I? Damn it, I know where I need to go. Yeah, I meant to go across the way from the lobby. Or the lounge. Because now we're going to go down here. I had a Sniper Wolf doll. I bet there's some good ones actually.
Freeze. Huh?
That was close. Oh no, why is that locked? Oh no, I'm gonna have to go down the hold. Damn it. Damn it. Sorry guys, it's taking longer than anticipated. Shake the ration out of the guy. Yeah, I keep forgetting to you know, when you do all that. Engine room, starboard. The guy with flies around him. Oh right, okay. Is it a bad ration? The flies follow you. Oh wow. If you use your gun in here, the enemies won't hear it because of the noise at the end. Of course they won't. Because just think of absolutely everything. The detail in this, it's absolute nonsense, isn't it? but in like the best way. Truly just do not deserve these games. Hand grenade. Babylon's Fallen anthem. I must say, in terms of like details and things like that, I have just played through Red Dead Redemption 2, and that's every bit worth the adulation it receives. You know, crunch controversies aside, which I'm aware of, but it's a hell of a game.
Freeze.
Interesting how that door's not open. That's why.
Repair of the entranceway to the engine room on the port side is complete. We'll return to position following patrol of the small room on the port side.
Ah! Right, let's not mess this up.
Snake, there's another
I know.
side infrared
That's
sensor
I'm dealing with
space.
them.
If you touch that, the explosives will detonate and that ship will be pulverized.
Thanks.
I'm not in the mood to go sleep with the fishes, but there are too many sensors. Looks like I'll have to find another way.
No need to worry. There's a way through.
I know.
Take a close look. Do you see the thing with blinking green lights right next to the explosives?
No,
That's the control unit for the sensors.
I've shot one.
Destroy that, and the sensors stop functioning. You can't get in close enough to touch it, so you'll have to shoot it out. But the M9's knockout rounds won't work.
I've used the USP. I've done it.
Use that.
Otacon, just calm down. And just because I can, I'll just make sure I've got it. Ah, yes, there we go. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, hang on. Of course, I keep forgetting because you get after this section, you get all your photos analysed, don't you? I really should have taken one of Olga, but we'll take one of this dude, and we'll take one of her. Oh, I've got a cold. You never told me how great the writing is in Babylon 5. Yeah. If you're watching that for the first time, then you are in for a hell of a treat. Not always perfect, and there's more than a few duds as you go along the way. But when it's at its peak, it's just about the best thing that's ever been made on TV. Thank you, Londo. Yeah, I'll always have a place deep in my heart for that show. We're going to get the guy with the headphones. Fucking sneezing, look. Yeah, that Londo is an amazing character. Oh boy. Is about as close to reference quality writing as you will ever have. Him and Jakar. The journey that those two go on together. That's one for the ages. If you're honestly embarking on this journey for the first time, it's very exciting. We will have much to discuss. The direction to these cutscenes are amazing.
Colonel, we have sealed the stern hatch. The lift is also under our control. Sir, the Marine Commander has started his speech already. All communications to the holds have been severed. No one is aware of our presence. Yes, sir. We will secure your exit with our lives if necessary. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Who goes there?
Would you say Mr. Morden gives me elusive man vibes? I'm assuming you've seen Signs and Portents in Season 1. That's roughly where you are. Then absolutely. He will be a recurring character, it's safe to say. For all the wrong reasons. Remind me of the storyline, Sean, at this point, as we are, the player, are aware. So, Snake and Otacon are part of Philanthropy, who are a anti-Metal Gear organisation recognised by the UN, and they, after the events of Shadow Moses, Otacon leaked the blueprints of Metal Gear on the black market, so now every country, nation and .com, or something as Otacon calls it, has their own version of Metal Gear. They've had some intel from a person called EE, who is the same initials as Hal's estranged sister, and that leads the Philanthropy team of these two onto the tanker, where they are aware that there is a Metal Gear being held in the hold. They've arrived as the Marines get taken out by Spetsnaz, who we're up against now, and we're just going to go down into the hold to try and take some pictures of Metal Gear and reveal the truth of this tanker to the world. I think that's your Cliff Notes version.
Aim for the light!
Who's there? Oh, Shalashaska. Why are you here? We thought you were with the Colonel. What the? The Colonel will be joining you soon, comrade.
Snake, are you in yet? Have you made it to the holds?
It's taking longer than I expected. We've already passed the Verrazano Bridge.
All right, we'll use another recovery point.
They may be planning to change course.
What?
The exits to the deck are all sealed.
What are they planning?
If they get Metal Gear, we're going right off the fringe. The men down here are definitely Marines.
If the deck is sealed off, they have no way of knowing that the ship's been taken over.
I'm not interested in fighting these guys. The weapons won't do me much good here.
Can you see Metal Gear?
No. I'll have to go around to the bow. They have some serious defenses here. I doubt the recent arrivals want to blast their way through the Marines either.
Wonder where they're headed.
I don't know. Not the beach, that's for sure.
Let's
Okay, Snake.
sneak through
Let's
these.
go over this one more time. Use this camera to get photographic evidence of the Metal Gear prototype. Now do your thing and take pictures that speak louder than the government's plausible denials. We need 4 shots. Metal Gear from the front right, and front left, and a close-up of the Marine Corps marking.
Marking?
There should be a Marine's insignia on the body of Metal Gear. Just let someone try explaining away a clear shot of that.
You've got a shot there, Otacon. You're showing me.
All right.
There's actually one little thing.
Just spit it out. I'm used to things going wrong.
It looks like someone's monitoring our transmission.
Who?
I don't have a clue. All they're doing is watching. It would creep me out less if they tried to interfere with our communications.
Could it have something to do with that cipher we saw?
Maybe. I've switched the encryption protocol for our burst transmission for now. What I want to do is use a different method for sending these photos, just in case.
Instead of using the code?
Exactly. There's a workstation in the southeast corner of the block where Metal Gear is housed. I've made arrangements so that you can send the pictures.
That's CRT, look.
Arrangements?
I hitched a ride on Link 16 into U.S. military's proprietary network. Managed to get into that workstation and overwrote a part of the system software so I could remote install a little app I wrote.
Why bother with anything that complicated?
No, it's pretty simple, really. Look, all you have to do is stand in front of the machine and push the action button. The app will automatically launch and download the image data from the camera, split the files, and encrypt them individually. The data packets can then masquerade as...
Okay. So all I have to do is push the action button in front of the computer once I have the pictures, right?
Well, sure, if you put it that way. And one more thing. The Commandant's already begun his speech, but you need to get the pictures before he's done talking. Otherwise, they'll spot you, okay?
How much time do I have?
I hacked into his personal files and took a look at the text of that speech. I'd say you have 7 more minutes. Longer if he throws in a joke or two.
A 7-minute time limit, huh?
Remember, Snake, just the photos, okay?
With these kinds of odds, I won't be making any sudden moves. But that doesn't mean we can just let Metal Gear be hijacked.
Okay, but first the photos.
All right, we'll deal with the rest when we get there.
Stay low.
I think it's every 3rd time, AJ. It's not every time. I think it's every 3rd time you do it. But yeah, you do get sunglasses. Iroquois Pliskin looks really cool, actually, with the glasses on, and sort of works well with his disguise. Hey, there was one guy with underwear on.
a Metal Gear is, of course, another Metal Gear.
Yeah, good.
With Ray, hundreds, if not thousands, of Metal Gears that exist all over the world are no longer a threat. The blind rush to nuclear proliferation will be contained, and it will be the Marine Corps and our Ray that will accomplish this. This weapon will render all other Metal Gears obsolete. Nations building up their own Metal Gear force will think twice about their nuclear strategy in the light of the military dominance spelled out by...
Yeah, I remember the first time you do this. It's the amount of like silly mistakes you can make.
Shifting the balance of power will mean a new world order. We, the Marine Corps, will play a central role in its military affairs. Ours is not the only military project devoted to Metal Gear development, but it cannot be more different in nature from the Navy's. Theirs is a program that will add fuel to the uncontrolled fire of nuclear proliferation.
Yeah, there's the door. Use the projector. I'm not going to run in front of it. It's hilarious though.
To derail our own Ray project. But promise.
There we go.
Some say that the strategic importance of aircraft carriers will be reduced by the completion of Ray. The opposition from the Navy is an undeniable fact. There is a lot of pressure from Navy brass, especially those with submarine and air background.
Genius set pieces these really.
To mention interference from a major player. But this project is vital to the Marine Corps. The enemy is sometimes
I
closer
can actually
to
get
home than you think.
underneath it, I suppose. Don't have to wait for it.
You must be tense. Let's do a little stretching, shall we? Left. Up. Front. Left. Front. Up. Down.
Plus a picture. Oh right, I didn't know that. Oh okay. Oh that's cool.
Familiar with the Shadow Moses incident during the Sears administration.
The Sears administration.
Proliferation is correct yourself, Captain.
Metal Gear Ray.
Metal Gear.
This game was so fucking. It was so staggering visually.
It is my greatest wish never to have her or her children experience the horror of nuclear war. As a father, I want to leave a better world.
Got a prompt there.
No, that is my duty.
Good.
Good.
It was initiated in the end of the 20th century, projected to completion in 2005. However, the NMD trial conducted in the
Let's not waste. Let's not make any errors.
2000 is a complete failure. And the success of the 1999
Not make any mistakes. I can't believe how much this all comes to me. Like I say, the last time I played this was 2008, and it's like it's like I only played it like last year. How much it's all just coming back to me.
for its potential violation of the anti-ballistic missile agreement. The fact that any development in missile defense would trigger accelerated weapons development has been pointed out from the very beginning.
Good.
President Sears forced the NMD proposal through and succeeded in deploying the program. Some say that it was a military interest with plans for the $100 billion program budget that actually arranged the legislative approval.
I'm probably doing a bit of overkill here, but
Proliferation and development
might as well just get it right the first time.
under agreements like the NPT and START obsolete. There are also forces at work trying to exploit this disturbing trend to further the
Let's go. Let's analyze all our nice little pictures. CRTs in 2009. I mean, it could happen, but I mean, this looks It's an old interface, this is. Nick, come on. Police notes. Notice police notes there. It said police notes, yeah. Nick's just spoiling all the fun here. Come on. Straight logic. That's early though.
So, any codec moments from you, Snake? Okay, first up. Oh, I don't think we can use
How
this.
dare you?
What's next? Oh, I don't think we can use this. What's next? Oh, I don't think we can use this.
He's not making any comments.
What's next? What is this? Snake, this isn't a game we're playing here. What's next? You're a pretty good photographer. We can definitely use this left shot. The last one is... Didn't think Gerlukovich was involved, of all people. The picture from the left is perfect. There's 3 left to go. 1 each from the front right.
Oh right, okay. For some reason it hasn't.
Marines lettering. Have fun.
For some reason it even though I took them, I guess you've got to choose which ones you want to overwrite, do you? Okay, right. That's wonderful.
We cannot afford to play that Russian roulette again.
Good.
This weapon will render all other Metal Gears obsolete.
Front. I need
Nations
front.
building up their own Metal Gear force will think twice about their
And
strategy.
back. I didn't realise you only had a limited amount of shots, to be honest. That should be everything.
I seem to be repeating myself.
I should be repeating.
Chalk it up to old age.
Let's try again.
Okay, I'm receiving the images. Okay, first up. Hey, this is the Marine Commandant. Are you a fan or something? What's next? Okay, that's good. The shot from the right is in the bag. What's next? This is great. The Marines lettering shows up really well. The last one is...
Oh, there we
okay,
go.
this works.
Should
It's a
have
great
should have
front.
all of them now.
Okay, now we have all the photos. Snake, the speech is about to wind up.
And that's
Get the photos and get out of there now.
thanks to Kojima having the vision to not have us escape the ship. That's it, gameplay wise.
Charge into a new world order with Metal Gear Ray. That is all. Dismissed.
Excellent speech, my friend.
Who the?
Gift of the silver tongue. They say it's the mark of a good officer. And of a liar. Americans are too in love with the sound of their own voice to speak the truth.
Identify yourself.
I am Shalashaska, also called Revolver Ocelot.
What do you want?
This machine will be quite useful.
What are you planning to do? Steal this thing?
Steal? No, I'm taking it back. Gerlukovich. Nobody move. Understood? This ship now carries enough Simtex on its key structural points to blow it out of the water at the touch of this button. That's right. No one has to die needlessly. We're almost at the target. Get a move on.
What do you intend to do with Gray? Sell it on the streets?
I was raised in Snezinsk, formerly known as Chelyabinsk 70, the nuclear research outpost.
What are you talking about?
After the Cold War ended, my home was bought out by the Americans.
Is there a point to this sad story?
Now you would understand. Land, friends, dignity, all sold to the highest bidder, the United States of America. Even the technology that gave birth to these weapons is Russian, developed by us.
What do you intend to do?
Russia will rise again. And Ray is the key.
I regret to inform you that I have no intention of selling Metal Gear. As I said, I came to take it back. Yes, returned to the Patriots.
The Lale Lule Lo? How's that possible?
Ocelot, have you sold us out?
I was never in your employ, Gerlukovich.
Are you still in league with Solidus?
No hard feelings, Colonel. Mother Russia can rot for all I care.
Since when, Ocelot? When did you turn?
I'm glad you noticed, comrade. I abandoned her during the Cold War.
Ah!
Metal Gear only has room for one! Gerlukovich, you and your daughter will die here.
Damn you!
Sergei, looks like you were long overdue for retirement.
Traitorous dog!
Show's over. If you wish to live, I suggest you run now. This ship is still in the lower New York harbor. You may yet make it to shore if you swim for your life.
It's been a while, brother.
Who are you?
You know who I am.
Liquid?
Not so young anymore, eh, Snake? You're drowning in time. I know what it's like, brother. No wonder Naomi passed you over for the Fox Dive program.
Ouch! Get out of my mind, Liquid!
The price of physical prodigy. Few more years and you'll be another dead clone of the old man. Our raw materials are vintage, brother. Big Boss was in his late 50s when they created his copies. But I live on through this arm!
Liquid's on.
Snake!
Proceeding as planned, sir. Yes, at the location we discussed. Yes, I have photographic evidence of Snake on the scene. The cipher was most useful. I look forward to tomorrow morning's newsflash. I would say the Marine Corps' plans are on indefinite hold. Yes, of course, Mr. President.
In this, Nick, Solidus, the third brother of Les Enfants Terribles, but he's also Solidus is also George Sears, who was the president at the time. Although, yeah, of course, I forget this is 2007, isn't it? Real boss. God, that's going down a plot rabbit hole I can't remember. God, he's always loyal to. God, he's always loyal to the boss, as in Big Boss. So, oh, that's yeah. I need to replay those. I need to replay this series to really be able to answer that. It's been a long time. One hour 14, not bad for the tanker, considering no alerts though. I think the far future of 2007. Don't, please don't. I'm not actually gonna. I didn't realise. I thought you had to manually start the.
This is Snake. I'm now inside strut A of Shell 1.
I'll just skip this.
The texture isn't far.
No, I know it's not far removed from rubber, Roy. Brilliant. Right. That was great fun. This game is. I'm sorry, Nick. This game is fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. And now we're into the main campaign. Imagine that cutscene with a thigh mod. Yeah, indeed, yes. It's interesting because we've got a state of play coming up tonight. As at the time of doing this, if anyone's watching it on demand, it is 5 to 10 UK time, and we're about an hour off the state of play. And Sony have said, oh, you know, we're going to hear a lot from our Japanese partners in this. And I don't know, have I got a feeling that they're going to do this Metal Gear Solid remastered collection or something like that, because they put a tweet out very recently, I seem to recall, saying we're pleased to announce we'll be able to make like the HD games and stuff like that available for sale again soon. And I just can't help but think because I was struggling getting this working on emulation. My rig is a bit dated now, and it just couldn't quite. It ran it okay, but it had quite a few notable frame rate drops and things like that. And I didn't have this version to hand, this 2003 PC version. So I was thinking what I could, an easy way around it would be get the Xbox 360 version of the HD collection and play it through Xbox Series X backwards compatibility. And since that got delisted, the HD collection, on digital stores, the price of it's ramped up. So the HD collection on the Xbox 360 ranges between sort of £30-40 now. And I thought I could get it, but I'll wait, because I've got a feeling that the moment if I'd bought that today, they would be announcing a new version of this like remastered HD collection tonight. And so I didn't order anything, and I've sort of focused on getting this version getting this version working. Because I just had a pinch. I just had a niggling feeling that they're going to make them available again. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's tonight, in some capacity. So, if that happens, timestamp this right now. I called it. It all goes to pot now. Nicholas! Metal Gear Solid Remake confirmed. Get a new PC, mate. I can't at the moment. How do I play this game now? So this is the old 2003 Substance version that was released on Windows PCs of that era. So what would be on XP back then. Windows XP would be 2000. Oof. And it uses a couple of quite recent mods. I'm pretty sure this is called the VFix mod. And it basically makes it work on modern graphics engines, and for modern graphics cards, it makes your controllers work and things like that. So it's decent. Hopefully, if you've got a Series X or a Series S or an Xbox One X, you can play it on backwards compatibility if you've got hold of the physical disc. But they have said they are going to make them available again soon on digital stores, so we'll just have to see what happens. MGS remake confirmed. I don't want one. I don't want remakes at the best of time, and I certainly don't want a Metal Gear Solid game without Kojima involved. I just don't. It's easy to embrace like Resident Evil games that Shinji Mikami isn't involved with, because as much as he was instrumental in getting that series going, what came after wasn't solely responsible by him, if you know what I mean. Kamiya and everybody else, Shigemura and all them, they're all as important in their own ways as Mikami was. But with Metal Gear Solid, it's all Kojima. It's all him, it's all his vision, it's all his writing, and for better or worse, I wouldn't want a game done without him. And as much as I like things like Twin Snakes, for all of its flaws as a game, the fact that he was only on hand as like an executive producer does show, because the game design is not good, Just re-release Twin Snakes in HD or something. I don't think it'll ever happen, and because there's a lot of it quite heavily worked into Nintendo. With that, you'd never see it outside of the Switch store anyway. Even if it did happen, I don't think it would need a little bit of work doing here and there to take out like the Nintendo references, to take out the Yoshi doll in Otacons Lab, for example, things like that. Anyway, I'm going to clear off because we've only got an hour to go before the state of play. The tanker chapter went quicker than I thought it was going to do. Actually, no alerts, which is always fun. And the rest of the game, in all honesty, if you take away the cutscenes, there's probably about another 90 minutes. There's only about 90 minutes of gameplay, but probably about 4 hours of gameplay and cutscenes. The Switch tax too, yeah. So this shouldn't really take. I envisage it probably take maybe, because I only tend to stream for about 2 hours at a time. 3 sessions, I would say it would probably take to finish this. But it's a lot of cutscenes. Anyway, thanks very much for stopping by, everybody. That was great fun. I loved it. Pleased it's working reasonably well. And yeah, have a good rest of the week. I am hoping, if time allows, on Thursday to do the maiden demo for Village. Get that out of the way, because it's the road to from Dulvey to Village series, so I'll get that done, and then I want to try and get Village done over the next 6 weeks, so we can go straight into the DLC when it comes out. So yeah, Village, hopefully we'll get Maiden done and the first chunk of the game up until where the actual game starts for real, once you've got past sort of the extended prologue of Ethan getting into the village and things. So we'll try that. Have a good rest of the week. Take care, everybody. Thank you very much for now. Bye bye. Enjoy the state of play. I hope we get some good things. See you very soon.